Why is my house like a magic hat? Something that I ask myself every single day, and sometimes more than once. I just seem to pull out stuff of this house all the time that could fit vans after vans after vans. I could fit a flipping lorry with the amount of stuff I pull out of this house. Yet I don't seem to be buying huge amounts of stuff to come in, which really baffles me because most of our money goes on food. But anyway, this is the carpet I told you about, and I'm moving all the leftovers of it down the stairs because I've got an idea of where I'm going to put it outside. Obviously, with it not being able to go to the tip, I don't want to just leave it outside for it to get really soggy and heavy and disgusting. So I was like, I can't take it outside yet. But I think I've got an idea of where I'm going to put it. But at the same time, loads of stuff have been cluttering up at the top of the stairs, just random bits like, oh yeah, that'll go up in the loft, or that needs to go to such and such's room. I'll just dump it there and then head back downstairs. But another thing that causes all these little obstacles and these little pockets around the house that become an absolute mess, and I will say it, is when you've got health issues. Now, if I do too much in one day, I will literally overdo myself to the point of agonising, excruciating pain in various parts of my body. Today, I'm suffering with my shoulder blade. It's really, really bad. My left shoulder blade, which started actually in December really bad when I was constantly punching the air and raising my arm and cheering with absolute joy when I saw Sabaton. It really started then. And now, if I do things like this, it just pulls again and keeps going. Like, it's doing my flipping head in. But anyway, I'm not going to be too serious. I'm not going to be too dark and gloomy in this video. But the reality is, there are times when you literally can't do massive amounts of stuff. And when you do, you know that you're going to pay for it. So I worked my absolute backside off to try and get as much of this house cleared as I can, because the whole aim of this is to get it cleared so I can decorate it, people. Decorate it and DIY it. I've got so many plans and I'm so excited. You know when you're just so excited about something that you can barely sleep? Like it's all you think about? That's the kind of thing that gets me excited. Like plastering a wall. I can't wait. I can't wait. So the carpet idea is going to go into the big sack, the garden sack that I've got out the front. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to stick it in there and I'm going to tie it up. And then it's going to be protected from the rain to a degree. But it's going to be, you know, out of the house. And that's all that matters for me right now, because we can't keep just leaving it there. It's driving me absolutely up the wall. And the boys' bedroom, where this carpet's come from, they've got natural wooden floors in there. And I just want to varnish them. I want to sand them, varnish them, get them all nice. Put a nice rug in there. You know what I mean? Can't do it when I've got junk everywhere. Now, the thing with decluttering is all very good if you're getting things out the house, this, that and the other. It feels fantastic, you know. I'm the first to say that. The amount of times I've decluttered this house and chucked stuff out, I've lost track of how many times I've been to the tip. But decluttering isn't just about getting stuff out of your house. It's about decluttering areas of your house and organising. So with decluttering, you've got to have the organising, and to have your house decluttered as much as possible all the time, things need to be organised. I have the most unorganised house, and that's what I'm working on. There's been a lot of thoughts going on in my head lately. This head that has a mop of hair on it that got showered the night before and didn't get styled. Look at it. I mean, I look like I could attach my head to the end of my Violida mop and start mopping my walls. I could use my head for the walls and I could use the flipping mop head for the floors. Yes, although I have stocked up on heads of that because it's flipping amazing. I will say that mop is so good if you do have like disabilities, because one, it's really light, and two, you don't have to stand there rinsing it out. I mean, there may well be other mops out there that are way much better, but this one for me is working a dream, because I literally put my foot on it, pump it, splosh it around, and then it's good to go again. So much easier than standing there rinsing it out all the time. I absolutely love that mop. I will be getting it out very, very soon, don't you worry. Yes, it's coming out to play. But another thing is, I get through all my washing today. I see the bottom of my basket. I see it. I see it for the first time in I don't know how long. I have done so much washing. You've got to see it. Look at this area. I mean, it's a bomb site. It literally is horrendous. So, but I'm on it. I'm on it like you wouldn't believe. I'm absolutely worn out. I'm not going to lie. Doing this for 3 days straight has completely wiped me out. And I didn't sleep last night. Didn't sleep. Flipping irritated to the max. I was so irritated. So basically, the bunk bed that I took the stickers off squeaks like mad. Like, I'm not even joking. You've only got to lean on it and it goes like that. So you can imagine when you've got 2 teenage boys who just literally think it's acceptable to throw themselves around all the time, thinking it's hilarious. Look at the state of Chase's bed. We need to talk about this. Because it's so boggy in my garden, as you've probably just seen, and you're going to see it again. When he goes out there, he flicks his feet. He does that backflip. And then he just bolts in the back door and jumps straight onto that bed. And it's covered in mud. I'm washing it all the time. Anyway, I've come up with a solution. I was halfway there, but I'm fully there. I'm fully there. Basically, don't buy dog beds. They're flipping expensive and ridiculous. I just buy packets of pillows. Packets of pillows, cheap pillowcases, or pillowcases that are no longer being used, you know, like the old Bob the Builders and stuff like that I found in the back of the airing cupboard. And I just use pillows. One, he likes the smell of us anyway, so he'd prefer to have pillowcases and whatnot. But 2, it's so much cheaper. I'm not spending 35, 45 quid on a dog bed that's going to stink, accumulate hair, because he's got that fine hair that sticks to everything, just for it to be rancid all the time. I get packs of pillows, it don't matter. Easier to wash, easier to dry, and not losing out so much if you have to chuck them out. Yeah, it's the way forward, people. Just go and get yourself a pack of pillows. Or, not for yourself, for your dog. So this basket here, I can't remember what I was talking about prior to that. It's gone up my head. I was onto something, wasn't I can't remember. It's gone. It's gone. Hopefully it comes back. The big basket up there, I'm going to change that because, as I've said, I'm taking these cupboards down and I'm doing it next week. I might do it this weekend, actually. I might. Oh, I could. I could. Maybe. I don't know. Possibly. I need to get the paint. I can't be taking the cupboards down to put shelving up if I haven't got the paint. Oh, anyway, I'm going through all the baskets to find things that are out of date. Now, I've learnt a lesson here as well. I buy multi-packs of crisps because it's cheaper. You know, as we do. We're like, oh, it's got all the flavours in there, it's fine. But it's one flavour every time that they don't like. But because I'm saving money, I'm wasting food. So I'm going to just have to buy the individuals. Because I buy like a pack of 24, say Walker's crisps. And I hate the word crisps. I'm sorry, there's too many S's in it, and there shouldn't even be a P. There just shouldn't. Crisp. I find myself saying it over and over again, and I feel like I've never conquered it. Do you know what I mean? Crisps. Try it. Just say crisps and feel how wrong it is in your mouth. Feel how wrong it is to say how your ears react to it. It ain't pleasant. It's one of the worst ones. That and moist. Whoa. Oh, I need a moment. But I'm going through all the baskets to see what's out of date and what's in date. Now, back to the multi-packs. I'm not going to say it again. Oh, I'm making myself a nice little Trevier black coffee. Yes, because I got those tea bags from Trevier. I brought them home with me. A bed. How have I got a bed here? How have I got a bed in my house? I don't even know. I bought this. This was Elliot's first bed when he came out of the cot. He came out of the womb, came out of the cot and went into this. And it's been sat in the upstairs toilet for ages because the upstairs toilet's been broken and we haven't been using it. Look how much stuff I've got to go to the tip and I can't take it there. Do you know how infuriating this is for me? There's my Elliot. Look, it's him. Do you know how much it's grating on me? It's getting to me. Twitching the old Julio. I can't stand it. I can't. Chase just following me everywhere, getting underneath my feet. I've literally lost track of what I was saying. I can't remember. But anyway, we're ploughing on and we're doing all right. I woke up today full motivation. On this day, on this pink wearing day, I woke up like, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to clear so much of this house. It's going to be ready. If I decide I want to do the toilet first, the toilet will be ready. If I decide I want to do the kitchen, it will be ready. That's my intention. Also my bedroom, because there's behind the bed, it needs plastering, so I've avoided painting the awful truffle, whatever it was called, paint that we put on it. I don't like this mustardy colour anymore. Hazel, I'll add. Hazel, not mustard. All the dust that's accumulated under all that crap we had stored there. Why are we storing this stuff? Why? Harbouring it, collecting it, housing it. For what? Yes. Anyway, I don't like the hazel anymore either. I feel like it brings me down. It makes me feel miserable. And it's not pleasant on my eyes when I'm in my corner. I'm just not feeling the vibe anymore. What I need is to go lighter. I need to go lighter everywhere in the house. I know people say, oh, there's no character, there's no personality. But you add that. And when you've got a small house, which has got a lot of people in, and a lot of animals, you know, you got to be careful. Because if I start doing snazzy colours all over the house, which I first intended to do, I was like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a golden green room. I'm going to have a pink and sparkly room. I'm going to have a hazel / mustard corner. And that's when it just gets too much. You know, you start having, it looks more cluttered than what it is because you've decorated it wrong. I've decorated my house wrong. Look at all the crap that came out of his pillow. Oh, I'll suck it up, the Hoover. The Hoover can eat that. Have your feast. There's a lot down there. But yeah, you're going to see some really bad sights in this video, because I thought, you know what? You know when you have friends and you think to yourself, you know when you've got a good friend when you don't have to clear up your house before they come round. Like if they say to you, oh, I'm going to be around in 5 minutes, is that all right? And you're like, oh, yeah, it's fine. But if you've got that feeling of, oh no, I need to clear everything, then it's not right. It ain't right. So I thought to myself, why should I only show you areas? I mean, I've always been very open, but why should I not show you the real filth, the real cluttered, disgusting mess that accumulates in places you don't even want to see what's behind my cooker? I pulled it out the other day. I pushed it straight back. I was like, no. How has that happened? How has that happened? It's disgusting. I'm sorry, but if your cupboard is connected to your cooker and they are pressed together, how on God's earth is there loads of food down there? There's food living down there, living its own life. And not only is it down there living its own life, I reckon there's things down there forming life of its own, turning into some kind of creature and eating it, feasting off it. Going, here she comes, cooking again, we're going to get more. I do not cook a spaghetti bolognese, say, and drop it down the side of the cooker, or the back for that matter. So how the hell is there food down there? It baffles me and I don't like it. I feel like I've got a whole lab going on down there. I'm going to show you, don't you worry. Not in this video. So I didn't get round to that. I was feeling a bit, but I need to clean back there because I want to get a wider cooker. One that's going to fill the whole gap. From cupboard to fridge. It's got to be filled. I'm not having a Christmas like last, although I'm not going to be here. Well, we will be here for Christmas, but for Christmas Day. But we're not making a thing of it. Anyway, I'm literally spurting off all over the place and I've lost all the things I was talking about previously. Can't remember them. I don't think they're coming back to me. So, yes. The walls in here, I painted it with probably the worst paint there is known to man. I can't remember what I painted it in. But I literally put them up on the wall and I was like, oh, look, there's the paint underneath. Straight away. Came flopping through. So I was like, brilliant. I need to get a decent paint in here, but don't worry. I've already warned everyone in the house that I'm painting it a nice touch of pink in it. Like my trousers. I was originally thinking like my top, and then I thought, no, got to keep it toned down a bit. And then I'm going to add like nice greenery and stuff. Yes, I have my ideas. I was going to get the pink of my top that's got glitter in it. Can you imagine? I mean, it'd be nice. Don't sway me. You could sway me. Actually, you could sway me. Yes, I've already pre-warned them. I said it's the only room in the house that I can add pink. because every other room is either shared by us all or it's a male room. So yeah, I know that toilet's going to be shared by everyone, but they're not going to care, are they? Not on a toilet. It's a bit different. Regrets. I'm having big regrets. I regret cutting all my hair off. I regret cutting it off when I came back from France last year. I regret. Yeah, I'm just going to say it. And I'm really, I'm going to do something with my hair. I'm going to tell you in a sec. I know it's always going on about what I'm doing with my flipping mop, but if I'd left it as I had it when I was in France last year in the summer, I reckon it would be halfway down my back by now. And that thought alone upsets me. It very much upsets me. When I was going over the reels and the videos of me doing the pergola, I was like, look at my hair. Don't look at it. Because it was a lot nicer than what it is now. And I regret it massively. But I'm thinking of growing out my natural colour. Just growing it out. Yes. Because my natural colour is a nice colour. And it goes all golden blonde in the summer. And I haven't seen it for about, how old am I now? I'm 40. I started dyeing my hair when I was 15. And I still can't work that out with my maths. 25 years? 25 years. I've not had my natural colour. So I'm thinking about braving it. There's a part of me just wants to cut it all down to my, literally a speck. And start fresh on my head. I don't think I'm brave enough, because that means I've got to rely on wigs, because I'm going to look like awful. I'm going to look like a raisin. I literally look like a walking raisin head if I was to do that now. It was all good years ago, when I did it like 4 or 5 years ago, because my face was more grape, whereas nowadays it's more raisin. And I would look like a prune, like a body carrying a prune head, just walking around with eyes blinking at people. People don't want to see that. I don't want to reveal that to people. I mean, I have my limits. I mean, yes, I show you a mess, and yes, I show you me looking at my worst, but that's taking it a step too far. Although I am tempted. Obviously, I wouldn't share it. I wouldn't share it. Maybe once it's grown out, when it's all nice and natural hair, natural colour hair. Yes. But anyway, these baskets I took from upstairs. I had them on top of my cupboard, and I had all me bits and pieces in there. That's Chase flapping his ears. And I thought, I'm going to bring them down, because we don't need a basket of that size just for multi-packs of crisps. Stop saying that word, Gabby. Crisps. Yes, so I swapped them over. And I'm going to use the bigger basket for my laundry, because I'm on it. But the washing machine's looking a bit worse for wear, so I'm just giving it a quick wipe out. This isn't really a cleaning video. I'm just doing some bits that clearly need it for me to progress. Decluttering, progression. My stomach just rumbled. I'm so hungry. Oh God, I need to go and get some food. What do I fancy? Oh, I've got Greg's sausage rolls in the freezer. I might cook some of them up. Yes, they've opened up a Greg's drive-through now. Someone put up a post on Facebook, which I thought was absolutely hilarious, saying, no, all us lazy people who, I can't remember how they worded it. Now all those lazy people don't have to get out of the car to get their Greg's, so just drive up and eat. I'm making it sound flat as anything, flat as a pancake. But it was really funny when I read it. I was laughing my head off. Yes. Oh my goodness, mate, I've spent so long. Has anyone thought of doing this, right? When your storage on your phone is like absolute diabolical, and it's constantly telling you need to clear your storage. Well, I paid for this like Google One or something, and it tells me I've got like abundance of storage, like absolute abundance. And I was like, brilliant. Don't ever have to worry about that again. There's enough on there to see me through for the next 10 years. Well, for some reason, it doesn't work. Am I being thick? Do I have to, like, all my photos and stuff, like, automatically? Oh yeah, Nick went out and got a part to fix the toilet that was broken, so I left him to it. Do I have to physically, every photo I take, then go, I want you to now go to Google One? And then can I delete it after that? I don't know. I'm not risking it. Not risking it for any biscuit, because I'm confused. So I'm going to cancel that subscription to that, because I'm not paying for something I don't understand. What I've been doing, and I think this is quite a cool little way, is I've got a personal Facebook account, and what I do is I upload all my photos and my videos to that Facebook account on only me that can see it, the settings, and I've saved myself a lot of storage. It's taken me hours, endless hours of my life that I'm never going to get back, sitting there with my phone on the charger because it drains my battery, and I'm just going, one video, wait 10 minutes, another video, wait 10 minutes, and then I'm doing like up to 10 photos at a time, so it only lasts a minute wait. I'm doing this for hours while I watch Desperate Housewives in the evening, but I've got myself a lot of storage. Yes. What's the betting that I say all this and then it comes into this video and I go to export it, whatever, into HD 4K, and it says you don't have enough storage? I will literally whip my socks off, swing them around and go and slap them in Nick's face, because I'll just be like, are you actually having a laugh? 5 evenings I've been doing this. It was at like I used 128% of my storage apparently, and I've whittled it down to 86%. 5 evenings. Yeah. So you've got to be committed. You've got to be committed. I mean, I don't know if you can see it already, but the amount of washing I'm doing, you can certainly see that because I'm flying through it and I'm feeling really good about it, although something didn't come out of that. So I was like, no. But it's getting clearer. It's getting clearer. So then the next thing to do is, once I've cleared it all with all the accumulating junk, is to clean it. Clean it all and then get the DIY tools in. Oh, it's the best bit. Oh my God, my toes just curled and my knees just pulled. Oh, yes. I was cleaning out the guinea pigs yesterday. And I was knelt down in Nibbles' side of the compartment. And I don't know if anybody else has done this, but my knee just pulled like a burning hot. It felt like I pulled a tendon. It was so painful. I said to Nick, I think I've ripped it. He's like, I don't think you've ripped it, girl. I think I have. It hurt. Second I got out of there, it was gone. It was fine. So I clearly didn't, But anyway, that bath mat there, that soft pink one with the daisies on, I got that in B&M. And it was £8. It was the only one that I really liked. It was the last one on the shelf. And I was like, I'll get that. This was a little while ago. And it's been sat in the washing. That hasn't been sorted through for about 2 months. And I went to pay for it and he went, oh, it's coming up as £4. I was like, thank you. Thank you very much. I was very happy with that. Not happy enough to actually get it out of his packaging and actually put it in the bathroom. But, we'll get to that soon. So I decided to come in here because I also come up with a winning idea. While I'm here, I decided let's sort through this, because I reckon I've got bed sheets and all sorts galore that just, I've seen better days. So I thought the spare basket that I had on top of my wardrobe that was going to use in the kitchen but didn't need to use in the kitchen because there was enough multi-pack, I'm not going to say it, in there. I decided I'm going to use it for those strays of pillowcases. So all the pillowcases can just go in there. Yes, any sets I'll put inside the pillowcase, but I haven't got that far yet. But all the rest can just sit in that little basket. So if we need a pillowcase, yes, just look in the basket. Or my towels, looking all nice and neat. We don't have matching towels in this house. If a towel's on offer, I'll buy it. I don't go, no, we can't have that because it's not going to match the decor, darling. No, actually, when I was in Waitrose with Nick, that's how I spoke to him, because I thought it was funny. I just kept saying to him, oh, no, one simply doesn't buy that bread, one buys this one. Yes. So yeah, we don't have matching towels. I saw those pink towels you saw there. I saw those in Tesco's on like a 50% off club card offer. It's like £1.75 for a hand towel and like £3.50 for a bath sheet. And I was like, I'll take it. I'll take you home with me, sunshine, don't you worry. You sit in my trolley until we get home and then you can wrap yourself around my bare body and my head. Yes. Getting in here, there was so much dirt under here. I don't even want to know what I sucked up that hoover, but there were some noises coming out that were just unpleasant. I thought to myself, what is there's a big black doozer back there? I'm lifting up my nose, like trying to have a little look like I'm going to be able to see. But yeah, it was very satisfying to get it all out and get it all nice and clear. Do you know, it's simple things like this. Like if you know you've got a cupboard or a closet or a small room that accumulates a lot of junk and you clear it out, even if you don't see it all the time because it is a cupboard, just knowing that it's clear just gives you that, oh, it's nice. It's nice. And it encourages you when you go back to it to put stuff in there, to put it in properly. Proper. That's how it's got to be. Yeah, I'm feeling quite chuffed with myself, I am. Very chuffed. So in here, it's an abomination. It's awful. I've said it so many times that this room is the most unkept, I don't give a damn kind of room. But I do want to do it up. I do want to decorate. And I have been taking your advice and looking into paint to paint this wardrobe. I'm thinking about painting it. But at the same time, because it's wonky a little bit and it scrapes on drawers and this, that and the other, like if you open up my cupboard door like I have now, you have to open the drawer below it. Otherwise it don't open. So it's just going to constantly scrape and scratch. I'm thinking of just pulling that little bad boy out. And me and Nick doing a build our own little shenanigan. And then we can have what we need for what we have, rather than, you know, accommodating. Is that the word? No. Rather than using, I can't even get my words out. Do you know what I need right now? I need a French baguette, or a baguette, as my youngest calls them. I need a cheese and ham baguette from France, nowhere else, just from France. And that's what I need in my belly right now. A big one as well. None of these scrimping on a little sub-size one that you get in like Co-op and all that for your meal deal. No, I want one as long as my arm. I need that with a cup of tea and then some nice Belgian chocolate after. Oh, that sounds good. This tin here, I'm going to keep this tin for something because we have mini cookies from Sainsbury's at Christmas time in them, and they were mighty beautiful. Yes, Nick had a tin, I had a tin. I ate my tin fully. And then I said, you haven't opened your tin of biscuits. He's like, oh yeah. So he opened them and I was like, but they're for sharing. He barely got any. I ate them. Oh, they're so good. Shortbread, little mini chocolate chip cookies. So down here, I'm pulling up all my hair. So how bad it is. Yep. I cut my hair, as you can unfortunately see. I cut my hair and left the hair on the floor. And then when I washed and dried my hair, I noticed it was a bit too thick and bulky in places. So when I next washed my hair, I sat there again and I layered my hair. And the hair that fell on top of it was the hair from like a week before, where I didn't clear it up. Yeah, that's how it is. I'm exhausted all the time. I'm tired. I don't sleep properly. And when I wake up in the morning, I always have ovary pain. And my ovary pain goes to my bladder and my bladder hurts. Yeah, and it's not fun. It's really not fun. And I didn't sleep very well last night because of the sound of the boys' bunk bed squeaking. I went in there, I was like, are you actually taking the mick? And they're like, we're not doing anything. I went, it sounds like you've got on the bed and you're holding onto the side railing and you're shaking the absolute bejesus out of it. I was fuming. I'm sorry, but no one gets in their bed and just constantly moves like that. Constantly. They've wrecked it. Anyway, Nick fixed it this morning. I was quite happy. He was like, yeah, there's loads of screws in there that just needed sorting out. It was a ladder. So that's sorted out. And it'll probably only last a week by the time they've finished throwing themselves around. They have an obsession at the moment with going into the kitchen, grabbing the tea towel and whipping each other with it. And then they'll deny all knowledge of where the tea towel's gone and I can't find it. Anyway, look, I'm so gutted. I saved some pictures out of the loft that I wanted to put into frames. And I don't know what's happened to this. It wasn't cheap, this photo. And all the tissue paper has got stuck to the picture where it looks like, I think I know what it is. It's just come to me. I reckon my eldest has come up the stairs with his cup of tea because it looks like tea has spilt on here. And he's always spilling tea up the stairs. And I had this at the top of the stairs. So therefore, it's my fault as well because I've left stuff lying around. But I reckon he spilled his tea on it and it's stuck to the picture. So I'm putting some oil. It's some vitamin C oil that I got from Morrison's a while back. And I'm putting that on and hoping it's just going to absorb it all. So I instantly started trying to wipe it away. Well, that's not going to work. It's not absorbed enough. It didn't work and I started wiping it. But what I want to do is I want to frame these and put them on the wall. I love that photo. That's Nick on his motorbike. On the bike he had previous to the one he's got now. Yes. So I ended up putting some more on. I thought I'm going to leave you to soak because you ain't coming off. I'm going to give you a warning in a sec. I'm just folding up all my Shein bags and this and the other that I've accumulated over I don't know how long. And I'm going to fold them all up. But I'm going to give you a warning that my son is cleaning out his snake and he's hoovering all the vivarium mess and everything that comes in. So he asks if I can keep an eye on his snake while he's doing it because he doesn't like the sound of the hoover. And I'm going to give you a countdown in just a second. There we go. 3. If you don't like snakes, look away because he's about to be on screen for about, I don't know, 3-4 seconds. Look at him. He's beautiful. He's beautiful. Manfred von Richthofen. Yes. He's gorgeous. Anyway, he's gone now. He's not on screen. That container he's in is what we use to get him to and from the vets. And he's also in there for his nebulizer. So it's just a tub from Hobbycraft because it was like, get a tub for like £6 in Hobbycraft or Home Bargains, wherever, one of those containers, storage containers. And it's cheaper than buying all these ones that you see advertised in exotic pet supply stores, online or in store, and also like Amazon. I looked and I was like mortified at the price. So just get one of those containers. Nick drilled holes through the top for ventilation, and that's what he went to the vet in, and he was more than happy. It only cost like £6. Brilliant. But when he has his nebulizer, the top has to be covered. So, because obviously you don't want all the medicine to be leaving the holes. Anyway, this looks awful. I'm going to put it out there now. This looks awful, but I'm just giving myself a little bit of space while I work out what I'm going to do with this bedroom. I mean, I know what I want to do with this bedroom, but until I get all the appliances for it, I just want to be a bit more spacious. And it looks absolutely awful. I know, but they will be going soon. These will be going. I've stacked them on top of each other, and now I'm going to clear up my hair. All my cuttings, if only I could take you back. Oh, I regret it so much. There's a video of me that sticks in my mind, right? I'm sitting in the car outside the school. It's in one of my More Than Just a Clean vlogs. And on the cover of it, I've got half red hair and half black. And that little clip of me makes me really miss my hair. I had it in such a good condition. It was growing nice. It was growing quick. I mean, I think the collagen powder is helping in that situation as well. The hoover on the bed, by the way, is what's giving that effect on the floor. So the light above it is reflecting the top of the hoover. There's not a mark on the floor. That is the shadow of my industrial beast that comes out to play and sucking up all my hair. Yeah, I just miss it. I really miss it. But I need to be firm with myself because I need to fart. I need to fart. Oh, you might hear it in a minute. I'm excited. Do you know, I said to the boys in the kitchen the other night, I said, you can't beat the word guff. If you have a silent fart, you've got to call it a guff. And you don't hear that word so often anymore. Guff. Anyway, it's clearer there. Looking much nicer. Much nicer. Well, not finished, but yeah, it's looking nicer. I said, and they both looked at me and went, what's guff? I was like, what? That's like a classic name for a fart when I was younger. Guff. And you can't call a fart that. Only a silent fart. One of those wispy ones that go, that's a guff. If you go and rip a loud one, that's not a guff. That's a full-on fart. I can't even say the word fart without laughing. A full-on fart. But if you do a silent wispy one, you can class that as a guff. Yes? Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. Anyway, this little section here is where I keep all the school uniform stuff, and I just keep shoving it in here going, I'll sort it later. I'll sort it later. And I keep adding to it. And I need to sort it. So I'm doing it now. There's a lot that I'm going to... some of it's new. Some of it's new and just don't fit them anymore. So I'm going to donate the newer stuff back to the school. So they can like pass it on to children who need it or spares in the school. And then all the white shirts that are looking a bit grim, I'm like, you're going to go. There's no point. There's no point in keeping you. So I'm just folding it, sorting it, organising it, and then putting it all back in. And I can tell you, actually, I don't think I show you in this video, but I've got 5 big sacks of clothes to go to charity. I'm not wasting my time putting it all on Vinted, this and the other. I put the wigs on Vinted because I wanted those to go to the Race for Life. What do you call it? That was a worth doing, that was worthwhile. But my own clothes, just to give myself a couple of quid, I'm not going to do it. I'd rather it went to people who need it. So I've got 5 big sacks of clothes to go, but I need to keep those in the house. I can't put those outside because they're going to get ruined. I don't think the charity shops down the road are taking anything at the moment. They might be, but then it comes back to that same thing. I don't like donating clothes to local charity shops because I know for a fact that I'll see it in the window or I'll see it on the shelves in there and I'll be like, I donated that. I want it back now. I will. I'll look at it and go, I actually quite like it. Why did I donate it? And then I'll have to buy it back, which will lead to me chucking it out again. Or I'll see someone around who might buy it and they'll be wearing it and I'll be like, I wonder if that's the one I donated. I want it back. It's how I am all the time. I always like it. I look back at photos and go, why did I get rid of that dress? Do you know what dress I got rid of? There's a picture of me and I put it up with my haircuts when I was asking you all which one I should go for. And I had a black pixie and I'm wearing an orange chiffon long dress standing in my garden. And I will admit, I look mighty fine in that picture. I was like, oh, look at me. God damn, Gabby. Yes. Anyway, not like that now. But that dress I got rid of. Why? So I found it on Vinted. I've only found one at the moment. It's from, where was it from? I think it was it ASOS or was it Boohoo? I can't remember. No, it was In Style. No, it wasn't. Anyway, I'll have to find it. But it was one on there in my size and I found it and I'm like, oh, it's new with tags as well. It's like when payday gets, I could be tempted. And I say that, but it won't. I won't get it because I go, yeah, but I won't wear it for the next 4 months because the weather's bad. So I'll be like 10 quid out of pocket because I'm buying a dress on Vinted. No, I'd rather go and spend 10 quid on paintbrushes, do my house up, or a bit of plaster stuff. I don't know, anything. But this bit here, so this is the last day, and I've decided our slow cooker and our toasty machine. I can't remember what I was saying because my eldest just came in with his snake. So the sandwich toaster thing and the slow cooker, for the amount of times we use it, it's worth me just putting it back into the cupboard because it's taken up so much space near the washing and I do more washing and organising in that corner than I do slow cooker and toasty machine. So I thought, no, I'm just going to put them back in here, put the cereal boxes back in. Yes, I feel much better about that. So anyway, Nick's flippers going on. Look at the size of them on me. I always steal his flippers. He always comes to me and goes, Gabs, where are my flippers? I'm like, oh, I left them here, I left them there. He's like, oh, you keep using my flippers. Yes, I do. I will use your flippers so I can take out the washing. Yeah, more washing's going out. Oh, I feel so good. Do you know what? Waking up in the morning, sad times in life. But when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, the bottom of my washing basket is clear. I feel so happy. Did you hear my belly grumble? It's proper grumbling. It's because I just said cheese. Didn't say cheese, but I'm thinking cheese. Cheese on the brain. Oh, it just grumbled again. I think it's because I was just talking about the sandwich toaster. I just did a fart and it sounded like a duck fart. Can I just say, right, I have got myself into a little ritual of making sure I always put on Soap and Glory, because I've got tubs of it, body cream, body butter when I finish in the shower. And I do it while I'm in the shower room before I open up the door so I'm still in the nice hot steamy room, and I will absolutely lather myself in this body bar. Don't get it too close to your bum, if you know what I mean. Bum cheeks, yes, not too close in there. I genuinely felt, or feel, because it's happened more than once, I genuinely feel like I've constantly had a shart. I'm like, this is not nice. Greasy back there. I was like, no, be more careful, Gabby. Don't get too ferocious with it, because I'm literally ploughing it. And I don't like the fact that I've got eyelids for flipping elbows. Although I wasn't watching it, Nick was watching. What was he watching? Building the Band on Netflix. Yeah, so he was watching this Building the Band thing on Netflix, and Nicole Scherzinger, beautiful woman, she put her arm in the air. She was like standing up dancing with her arm straight in the air, and I was like, she's got eyelids over her elbows. I'm happy. I mean, it makes no difference, does it? But it's just a natural thing of getting older. But, you know, when you see it on someone else, you're like, finally. I think that's the first person I've seen have it. Eyelids on their elbows. Yeah, the skin starts to sag a bit. What can you do about it? Nothing. Does it affect your life? No. But I still look at it and go, you weren't there 5 years ago. Which makes me think, what else is to come? I dread to think. I don't even want to know. I'm not even going to think about it. No. Not even going to think about it. This corner drives me up the wall. I've said it so many times, so I'm just going to literally be firm and stern with myself. Nick needs to take all his stuff down to the man shed because those shelves were not for his belongings. They are for our belongings, which relate to the washing machine. Oh my God, my belly is literally about to grumble so hard. It's actually starting to get painful. Why do I need to tell you this? I just found a packet of grow your own lettuce in there. Guess what the date was? October 20... Oh, please tell me you heard that. That's like thunder. October 2024. Why would I grow a lettuce that's out of date before I've even planted the seed? Oh, my tulips, my giant tulips are growing again in my plant pot out the front, at the back. And I can see them from my back door. And they're looking at me. They're peeping their little heads over the pot. Like, we're here. We are growing. We are sprouting. And I'm like, there's my little babies. There they are. I talk to them. Oh, I can't wait to get out there and start doing the garden again. I'm going to make it so colourful, so full of flower, and just, yes. Building an archway as well in the same form as I've done the pergola. The archway is going to go over the steps that go down next to the barbecue, so that the pergola's got something to latch onto as well, and also the grapes can latch on, because the grapes are literally going sky high at the moment. They're literally up in the air. I think they've reached my son's window. That's how high they've got. Yes, I do need to. Nick's like, you need to get up there and sort it out. And I'm like, how am I going to get up there? No, when the weather's warmer, I won't mind getting up there. You know, tell him my great. I will talk to it. It's just how I roll. I go out there and I say, you can't be doing this. You can't be going this way. You're supposed to go this way. I need to trim it as well, because trimming them will also help with the growing process. And I haven't got out here. I know that I need to do my wisteria. I might do it this afternoon. Just go out there and trim it. Down to 2 buds on the branch, apparently. On each branch, if it's got 2 buds, you cut the rest off. And then it helps it grow, flourish into beautifulness. That's going to grow over my pergola. Looking very fine. I'm getting some curtains as well for the pergola. Curtains that you can, garden friendly ones that I can just pull so I can't see that tip side, you know. We can be more enclosed, put some lights up. Oh yes, look at this, right? So I'm showing you. That's what I've got left. 2 towels and a white shirt. And in here, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, declutter progression is taking place and I'm very, very happy. Thank you for sticking with me this long, and I'll see you in my next one.